Hi everybody, it's Adele and welcome to my channel Sew for Serenity, where I talk to you about my love for sewing. I'll talk to you about dressmaking, fabrics, patterns, and every Friday I release a vlog telling you what I've been making that week and what my plans are for the week ahead, including fabric hauls and all types of things like that. So if that's something you'll be interested in, keep on listening. Welcome back to all my regular viewers and welcome to my channel if you're new. I hope you enjoy it. So just to let you know, if you hear any drilling or noise in the background, it's because work started on my conservatory and I really need to get this vlog filmed, so unfortunately there might be some background noise which I just can't avoid, I'm afraid, but I will try and remove it if possible when I'm doing my editing. Right, so what have I been doing this week? Well, first of all, I'll start with what I'm wearing. So this is my Monroe turtleneck made in this lovely fabric from Crafty Girl Maria. There we go, which I got at Christmas in the sales. It's really cozy. It's from Tesutti patterns. It's a free pattern, and I made this last week but I hadn't hemmed it, so I've now hemmed the sleeves and the bottom, and it's a lovely boxy style which I've said to you I really like, and I've shortened it a little bit, and I had read that the arms come up quite tight, but they're not too bad on me. They feel really comfy and overall I'm really happy with it. Quite a quick sew, fairly straightforward, and there's 3 sizes, so it's not really too onerous really to sort out your sizes. I think I made a size 2, but yeah, it's a really good pattern, so I would recommend it. So yeah, it's keeping me nice and warm and snuggly today. So that's what I'm wearing today. I'll insert a picture as well because I've took some pictures so you can see a full length picture of it. So yeah. Okay, so what else have I been doing this week? Well, I've had a really successful week of sewing. One of the things that I did get done this week was something that I've had for quite a while. For those of you that may have watched one of my previous vlogs, I will put a link to the card for that vlog at Christmas where I talked about some Christmas presents I got, and among one of those presents was a dressmaking kit from a company called Sew Ab Fab, which if you haven't already, check them out. I'll put a link in the comments in the information below, but they offer dressmaking kits which, you know the score, they basically have everything you need to create a certain item of clothing. So I got the assembly line high cuff sweater. So what makes this really unique is at the back, oh the line drawings are better, at the back it's got a high cuff and then a low cuff, so it has this nice feminine kind of what's this called, a feminine look to it at the bottom cuff. And the other unique thing about this which drew me to it was it's actually made out of woven fabric, but then obviously has ribbing at the neck and the sleeves and the bottom. So that is a really lovely design, and I've not seen many people talk about this actually, and so it really appealed to me. So this is classed as very easy. So you can see at the bottom, very easy skill level. So in the pack you got the paper pattern, you got the fabric that you needed for the woven fabric for the main top, and then you also got the cuffing. You also got matching thread. You got a really cute little label that says sewn with love, which I'll show you in a minute. And then you got some needles, sewing machine needles. There was a cute little packet with a tea bag in for a lovely tea pig's tea. I can't remember what the flavour was now. And a little handwritten note saying please enjoy me while reading the instructions. There's an instructions leaflet from Sew Ab Fab which basically talks about how to look after your fabric, any things that they wanted to point out to you. So yeah, that was really good as well, and I think that was everything that you got with the kit. I can't remember off the top of my head how much it was, but I'll insert the price. They still have this available on their website, and they did 2 different kits with different fabrics. I chose the patterned colourway, but they also had like a plain colourway as well, which I can't quite remember off the top of my head what colour it was. I think it was like a navy. But yeah, I'll link everything in the notes below. So yeah, that's what I made. I did have a bit of a nightmare with this pattern, but nothing to do with the pattern. I cut everything out, but lost or threw away the pattern pieces for the cuffing, the wrist cuffing. And a wonderful person that I'm friends with on Instagram, or follow on Instagram, I won't mention her name because I haven't asked her, but she had also got this top and watched the vlog when I put it on at Christmas, and had commented saying she'd got this kit to cut out and make. So we've been chatting about it, and I reached out to her and through our chatting, and she sent me some photographs of the cuff and took the measurements for me, so I was able to just draw out the pattern piece myself based on, I mean, it's only a rectangle, so it wasn't exactly difficult, but that was really lovely. And it just another testament to how lovely the sewing community is and how helpful. So you know who you are. Thank you very much for helping me out, because I wouldn't have been able to get it made up without your help. So thank you. So this is the top, and it's made in this beautiful linen viscose mix woven fabric for the main body in this beautiful floral pattern. Now they do have this fabric on Miverna website. I've checked Miverna website, and you can get this in a navy colourway, which I've got, or you can get it in a cream colourway, which is very pretty as well. And then the cuffing on the sleeves and the neckband, and then here on the waistband. And I'll show you the little label that you get that I've sewn in, sewn with love. I need to get better at remembering to put the label in before I sew up the fabric, because I'm now, it makes the job harder for myself, whereas if I did it before I folded the cuffing over, I could have just sewed it on the sewing machine. But because I'd already folded it over and I didn't want the thread to come through both sides, I had to hand sew it. So I need to get better at doing that, because I always forget. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly pop this on for you so you can see it, because it's really lovely. Right, so I've now got the top on. As you can see, it sits really lovely. It did say to do some top stitching on the shoulders around here, but I don't really like top stitching, so I haven't done that. It doesn't need it. The neckline sits really flat and lovely. I'll just stand up. I really, really like this. I think this is a brilliant pattern for spring, where you need your arms covered up, but you don't necessarily want a really thick sweatshirt. I've never seen anything where they're actually, the sweatshirt's made out of woven material, so it's a really, really lovely pattern. Very, very easy. They do the sizes are not massively inclusive. They do extra small to large. An extra small is a bust of, I've only got centimetres 80, waist of 64 centimetres and a length of 91, and the large is 101 to 105 in the bust, 88 to 92 in the waist, and 112 to 116 in the length. So it's not massively inclusive. The fabric requirements, it only needs between 1.1 and 1.2 meters of fabric. I had a fair amount left over, to be fair, that I can use for pockets and stuff, so you'd definitely be okay with 1 meter. So yeah, any scraps of cut-offs or remnants of 1 meter wovens, you could make this with the cuffing. So I'm definitely going to make some more of these for the spring. And you could also do like cut-off version, like just fold over the sleeves, which would be nice for the summer. So I've got lots of versions that I want to do of this. So yeah, that's going to be in my plans for spring sewing. My next makes I made last week but couldn't share because they were part of a collaboration that I did with Fatmata, who is another vlogger. And I'll link the card to the vlog that I did. It was on the Sicily slip dress by Mason, and I did 2 versions of this. I won't spend too long talking about it. Ooh, because there's a whole vlog on it, but I made a toile. I'm now calling it a toile, which is the correct pronunciation. One of my lovely watchers let me know that I've been pronouncing it wrong, so I really appreciate that because I didn't realise. So it's a toile. I made a toile in this Georgette fabric from a D-stash, and it was really cheap, and I've got loads of this left over actually, and this is really lovely. I really like this, and it's lovely under as just on its own or over a high neck top. So there's that one, and then I made my actual garment in this viscose, shimmer viscose. It's quite bouncy, that I got from Sew Helly Jane outlet store. I'll insert pictures, and this is got some alterations that I made. I inserted some tie straps, so just hacked it a little bit, which I really like. Detail, nice detail. And I'll insert pictures of both of those, but if you want to know more about that, I'll link to the card where I talk about the pattern, review the pattern, and talk about my experience making this. And then my final make for this week is a new to me pattern designer that I have talked about before on one of my previous vlogs, and I think they're from New Zealand actually, and they're called Hubbarding. And I bought 2 patterns from this pattern designer. They're really reasonable. I think they worked out to be £7, and it's only PDS, but I got the Penelope Dress, and dress or top, so they do a top version and a dress version, and I've made the dress version. I made it in a size 10, but possibly next time I might size down, because I did take another 2 centimetres out the sides. The size range goes from a 6 to a 24. So a size 6 is a 31 bust, a 25 waist, and a 34 hip. And the 24 is a 48 bust, waist of 41, and a hip of 50. But there's a lot of ease in this garment. So, you know, check the finished garment measurements, because as I say, there's a lot of ease. It does take up a lot of fabric. It says 2.7 yards, so 2.5 meters. I did have quite a bit left, so I had enough for some pockets. The great thing about this company is they do, although it hasn't got pockets on it, they do a free pocket add-on and instructions, which is great, so I downloaded that as well, and made the dress in this beautiful fabric that I got very recently. So it's this leopard print cotton that I got from Jess at So Much More. I think they still have it in stock, and this is my dress. So the ruffle is absolutely lovely, and how it goes on is wonderful. It's actually, this is the facing that you make, and the skirt is, the dress is separate, and you attach them once the ruffle's on the facing. I really enjoyed making it. The instructions are really good. There was one step that I did struggle with, which was just about how to sew in the facing and the ruffle onto the dress without the thread coming through, but I just think I couldn't get my head around it. You know, sometimes when you have to read it over and over again, but it made sense in the end. It's got bracelet length or 3/4 length actual sleeves. It's quite A-line. It comes out quite a lot. The frill goes onto the back, and it's got this beautiful little button there and a rouleau hoop, I think is what you call it. And I've put the pockets in, which, where are they? Here they are. After my make of the Billy, where I didn't put the pockets in, I thought I'd regret it. So, oh, get my hand in. I have got pockets. And as I said, I took out a centimetre here and a centimetre here because I just felt it stuck out a little bit too much. But this is really comfy. I'll insert a picture up here of it, and it's a great dress that you can wear casually or dressed up. So that was a really nice make. I've got another dress by this designer, can't remember what it's called, that I'm going to make. Very similar style, but with buttons and tiers. So I want to look at making that as well, because I did really enjoy this. And she's got a few different patterns. I think the blouse would be nice as well. It's got a nice boxy shape, so I might have a go at the blouse as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed this sew. It was really satisfying, came together well, and obviously I did it in cotton, which I love dealing with cotton because it's just such an easy thing to cut out and sew. There's nothing more satisfying than I think cutting out cotton, because you just get such straight beautiful lines. So yeah, I really enjoyed making that, and that is my third make. So that's all I've made this week. Other things that I wanted to talk to you about this week. So I'm taking part in 2 challenges this month. The first one is Sew Frugal 22. And this was around last year, but had a different name. It was Frugal Frocks. But this year they've made it much more inclusive. The lovely Sam at Frugalissima and Rayon at the Yorkshire Sew Girl are running it. Put a lot of work into it. Well done, girls. They've decided to make it much more inclusive this year and call it Sew Frugal 22, which I think is genius. So it now doesn't have to be a dress that you have to make. So there's over 70 vloggers involved, and I've got the privilege of being involved this year. And every single day, starting from Friday the 19th, 2 vloggers will be uploading a video to talk to you about the challenge, what prizes are available, their inspiration, and talk you through some pattern ideas so you can get inspiration and let you know what their plans are. So my date for that is the 22nd of March. So I'll be recording that and going through my inspiration, my pattern choices, and let you know what I'm going to be making, or give you some idea about what I'm going to be making without spoiling the surprise. So the rules of the competition are, you have to sew up a free pattern. It can't be a pattern that you've got free with a magazine or anything like that, because obviously you pay for the magazine. It does need to be ideally a free pattern, and you should be getting loads of inspiration from people, because as I say, the vloggers are going to be giving you inspiration and ideas. You need to choose a fabric from your stash. Don't buy a new fabric. I need to let myself know that. But obviously I have a big stash, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm really excited to take part in that. I have already got my pattern that I think I'm going to choose. Haven't selected my fabric yet, but will do. I've got a nice big stash to select from. So yeah, that is really exciting. So all the vloggers that you watch, you should be seeing, you know, them releasing their videos soon. The first vloggers are on the 19th, and it's Ali Judge Sews and Sew Fabricate that are going to be launching theirs. And the great news is there's over 40 prizes, and also I'll insert pictures. Fabricate are giving you 20% off A0 patterns, and also there's a free pattern, t-shirt pattern, that's being given by I can't remember the name of the lady, but I'll insert a picture of it, which is a t-shirt pattern. So you can download that if you fancy making a t-shirt. So yeah, that's my first challenge. And the second challenge is being run by Jess at So What If I Sew, and it's hashtag Sew Yellow for Endo 2022.
So I've just popped back on because as I was editing this video, although I talked about the challenge, I didn't actually talk about what endometriosis is. So I just wanted to cover that really for those of you that don't know. So endometriosis is a condition that affects women, a lot of women actually, and a lot of women go undiagnosed because they don't take the symptoms seriously. But it's basically where the lining that usually grows within your uterus actually grows outside of your uterus where it shouldn't, and it actually can cause severe pain, especially around the tummy and the back area. And the reason why it's important to raise awareness is over 62% of women are undiagnosed, and the earlier it gets diagnosed and the quicker, the better the treatment is at working. So that's why it's really important to raise awareness around this. So yeah, I just wanted to cover that, so I'll let you go back to the video now.
So Jess is going to be doing lives, blogs, vlogs over the month of March, and then between the 12th and the 13th of March she is encouraging people to do a D-stash for a good cause. So basically look at selling your fabric for whatever you want to sell it for, and then donate the proceeds to endo awareness. So that's a really good thing to do, and if I can get my D-stash account sorted and my fabric sorted, I think that's something I'd like to do. But but the rules of the challenge are very, very simple. Just sew something yellow and then upload your video and share it on the hashtag Sew Yellow for Endo 2022 and tag Jess in it. And then there's some prizes again for that. Now I have chosen my fabric. I haven't chosen my pattern yet, but I have this beautiful yellow, obviously animal print, and it's a viscose from who's it from? Rainbow Fabrics. So yeah, I've got that, and that's what I'm going to, I think I've got 3 meters of that, so I'm going to make something stunningly beautiful in that for Endo. So yeah, take part in that challenge too. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about is a mini fabric haul. I have had some fabric come from somewhere very, very exciting. I watched Emma on Sew Do It Emma. She ordered some fabric from Blackbird Fabrics, and I've looked at their website lots and lots. They're a company in Canada that are set up by Caroline. The lovely lady called Caroline, and her friend Helen from Helen's Closet Patterns have a podcast called Love to Sew, which I've listened to for quite a while, and looked at the Blackbird fabrics loads of times, and they just do lovely fabrics, but I've never ordered. But I had a 15% discount code, and decided that I wanted to. Well, I saw some fabric that got posted on Instagram, and I thought I just need to have this fabric, so I ordered some fabric. It is in Canadian dollars, so it wasn't, the shipping wasn't too bad. The actual discount I think covered the shipping costs. So I've got 3 fabrics from them which I wanted to show you because they are very special. The first one is the fabric that basically caught my eye, and my plans for this was a sagebrush top, but I ordered 1.5 meters, but lovely Caroline has actually given me 1.8. Must have been the end of bolt, and it's this lovely cotton in black, and it's called Picnic, I think, and it's got this beautiful flower embroidery all the way through it in this gingham, and I thought that would make a lovely sagebrush chop for the spring. They do it in other colourways as well, but I really, really liked it, so I ordered that, and actually it's been a bargain because I've actually got 1.8 meters of it. Then I ordered 1 meter of this, which I don't know what I'm actually going to make with this now, because I actually didn't realise it was a 111 centimetres, so it's not very wide. But it's this crinkle cotton, again in kind of like an abstract kind of animal print. Don't know if you can see the crinkly kind of detail in it. Yeah, 100% cotton, maybe a cami of some description will be nice in that. Ogden cami, which I don't have the pattern for, but I need to get it. And then the final one I got, again I got 1 meter of this. This is wider, and it's called Garden Cat Rayon, and I just loved it. 140 centimeters, and it's got this beautiful, excuse the noise, got this beautiful cat print on it, and they're all just playing in the garden, and it's just really colourful and cute, and I just loved it. Little cats everywhere. So that will make a lovely top as well. Right, so I have got some more fabric to show you, which was from Andrea and Keris at Beyond the Pink Door. I know a lot of you that watch my vlogs watch the live that she does on a Sunday, and I think I'm going to have to stop going to those lives because every time I go I purchase fabric, so yeah, it's not great. But she does just quality fabric, and now I know I've got such a big stash of fabric, I am starting to go towards the quality over quantity element of things, and now I feel like my skills are getting a little bit better. I'm starting to invest in a little bit more fabric, quality fabric. So I'll share with you what I've purchased. So the first one, this is why I went on the website actually. Oh my god, this is a stretch cotton. Where's the stretch? Just a little bit of stretch, but look at it. It's in these beautiful lilac tigers. Oh my god, it's so lovely. The stretch is widthways just a little bit, and I ordered 2 meters of this. 34 euros it was. It's about 32 quid, something like that. So that's £16 a metre. But yeah, I just absolutely love that print. I couldn't resist it. It's just unique, lovely. Not in my colour palette again, but it was just beautiful. So I'll just check that you can actually see the little faces. Really lovely. They've still got this in stock on Beyond the Pink Door. So if you want some or you like it, you can snap some up. I really can't wait to make something with that. I think I want to make some trousers. I think, but I'm not branching into trousers yet, so that will have to wait. Then the next one is just a really silly print, which, you know, I like a retro print, and this is really cool. I only got 1 metre of this. It's a cotton jersey, and it's basically all these retro cassettes, and they've got the Trollz on it. I absolutely love the Trollz film. Can you see it? Oh my god, they've still got this in stock as well. This is just going to make a really cool t-shirt, and I'd really like to make my little daughter something in it. So I don't know if I'll have enough to make a little t-shirt and something for her, but I have only got 1 metre, so probably not. So maybe it will just be something for me. But yeah, really stretchy, lovely, and just really cute and funny. So I love that. That was £14 for 1 metre, 14 euros for 1 metre. So yeah, again, they've still got that in stock as well. I love that. I'm going to make a t-shirt, don't know what. And then the next one, there's no surprises. This is a dual animal organic cotton jersey. I got 1 metre of this, and it was 16 euros. And it's this beautiful sand colour with all my colour palette, basically oranges, turquoises, and like maroony purpley colours. I've got 1 metre of that, and this is going to be a t-shirt of some description. I'm thinking some black cuffing. I need to get some black ribbon, actually. Black ribbon for this, neckline and cuffs, and I think that'll look really cute. And then my final one was, I wanted it in a different colourway. But this is what happens with this. If you dither about, you miss out. This has sold out. I think they have got one other colourway, but I'm not sure. But I wanted it in a beige one, but they sold out. So I ended up going, I was umming and ahhing between the two. And this is a viscose called Jewel, Animal Jewel. It's like an animal print but with flowers. And it's got this very lovely gold detail in it. You can see there. And I got 2 metres of this, and that'll make a pretty spring dress. But yeah, I like the white colourway, but I wish I'd gone for the other one. I wish I hadn't dillied about umming and ahhing over it, because you snooze, you lose, basically. So that was the other one that I got from them. The other exciting news about Beyond the Pink Door is Andrea and Keris have decided to trial a subscription box. Oh my god, you know I love a subscription box. So in the live on Sunday last week, she talked about they were going to trial these. They were going to be 35 euros. Obviously there's postage on top, which is 10 euros. But that was really reasonable. You're going to get 2.5 metres, up to 2.5 metres of fabric. You're going to get access to a I think she said a live vlog or a vlog where they talk about pattern selections for that fabric. You're going to get the matching thread. You're going to get some haberdashery item and a little gift. So I thought it was really good, and it went up for sale on Wednesday at 7 p.m. and I luckily got one, but by 7:02 the 50 that she'd put up had sold out. So she'd only done 50 because she's trialing it, and they're going to trial it for a couple of months, but then they will make it available to whoever wants one can have one. But at the moment it's 50 boxes every single month. So purchase them on the 15th and they get it dispatched at the end of the month. So that's really exciting. And Andrea's fabric is always beautiful and good quality. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I missed out on the advent calendar that she did, which was absolutely beautiful, which I really want to get next year. So I'm really excited to see what comes in the box, and I obviously will do an unboxing when that comes through. So it should be here at the beginning of March, and I will unbox that and show you what I get in it. So yes, that's everything that I have fabric wise to show you. Next up is plans for next week. So I've got quite a few plans for next week. I am away at the weekend, so I won't be doing any sewing at the weekend, but to be honest with you, I don't do a lot of my sewing at the weekend. I do it of an evening in the week. Like to spend time with the family at the weekend, really. So yeah. So the first thing that I want to make, I've had a bit of a push on washing all my fabric. So I've got stuff like in my stash for when I feel inspired. So this week I have washed this, which I have shared with you. I bought this recently. Can't remember where I bought it from. Might have been from Flamingo Fabrics, but I'm not sure. So this is this jersey in this panther leopard. I'm not sure which way around it is. I have got, I think, I've got a metre of this, and I'm desperate to do the Linden Sweatshirt, and I'm going to do the long sleeve version. I'm going to put this as the colour here, and then the sleeves I'm going to do in this black French terry, because I just think that would look really, really nice and snuggly. So that is something I really want to get made up. I'm going to cut it out hopefully today, so that's ready in my stash to sew up. That's that. The other thing that I'm going to sew up is my saltwater slip. My saltwater slip, which I talked about last week. I've cut out all the pattern pieces. I'm doing it in the fabric, cheating heart fabric that I got from Fabric Godmother in this green. It's all cut out. What a joy that was, not. I've never purchased a Friday Pattern Company pattern before in the paper format, and I don't like it. It's that tissue paper, which I was really surprised for quite a modern company. I was surprised it was like the old-fashioned tissue paper. So I think for Friday Pattern Companies, I'm going to go back to buying the PDF and either getting it printed out myself or getting printed out by Fabuloso or Sew Fabricate or somebody like that, because I'm not a fan of the tissue paper at all. Yeah, it's just my own personal preference. I love Friday Pattern Company's patterns, but I'm just not a lover of the tissue paper. So yeah, so saltwater slip, that looks a fairly straightforward sew. I've not made bias binding before, so I've cut that out, and I did buy myself a bias binder. Oh yeah, there they are. I went to Hobbycraft at the weekend with my girls, and she wanted some wool to make some kind of wig for World Book Day. So we went to Hobbycraft, and I had a £5 voucher. So I bought myself some bias makers. So yeah, that's going to be scary but exciting. So I'm going to have a go at doing that. You don't need those for the pattern because you can just use an iron, but I believe this is just easier. So we'll see how we get on with that. So the other thing that I'm planning to make up this week, and I've already cut out the fabric, is, I said I'd never do this, but I've started to feel a little bit more inspired to make some clothes for my 2-year-old Alice. Well, she's 2 actually next week. So I have this fabric left over from my Juno pyjamas that I made. So it's this fabric here, this little Johnny cotton jersey that I got in a Sew Hayley Jane box, and I've got quite a bit left over. So I thought I would make her some just little jogging bottoms, or like leggings and a little t-shirt, nothing too complicated. I've watched quite a lot of Tamlin Sewn on the Time vlogs recently. I've been going back through some of her older ones where she was getting ready for her baby to be born, and she's made quite a lot of clothes for friends, for her own baby, friends' babies. She used the Waves and Wilds patterns, and she uses the Explorer Raglan t-shirt and the Waves and Wild Harem pants, which are like a baggy pant. So I've purchased these patterns, and I also have got the crown pattern as well that's free. Liz the Baker that sews had made these recently at Christmas for a school play, and I'd seen Claire at Stitch and Sew, she'd made one for her son and put a Velcro number on the front. I think he was 3, as a birthday crown, and I'm going to copy that. I think it's a really lovely idea. So this week I want to make up the crown, and I've got some fat quarters in safari print, which I haven't got to hand at the moment, but obviously I'll show you next week. And then also I want to have a go at making these t-shirts out of this fabric, and some bottoms, and see if they fit her. If it's like they don't fit and there's lots of tweaks that I've got to make, I can't be bothered with that. It's enough to make your own clothes and get the fit right. So I'm going to have a crack at it. So yeah, that's my plans. Saltwater slip, the Linden Sweatshirt. Obviously I'm still working on my project with Lush Cloth, and the baby clothes. I might do the sagebrush top as well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how much sewing I'll get done next week, with everything that's going on. So yeah, that is everything really from me this week. I hope you've enjoyed my vlog today. I hope you've enjoyed my makes. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them in the comments below and I will answer them as soon as I can. If you've liked this video, please click the like button, and also if you don't subscribe, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you will then be notified whenever I upload a vlog. So yeah, that's all from me from now. Happy sewing, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.